I say all praises and honor to Yahweh, Barashem Yahweh Shai, Barashem Rakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all our brothers and here pushes truth. In all sincerity and in all honesty, we basically am from the Jamaica camp out here in Port Antonio, Portland. And today we want to my video on Lake of Fire. You see, because you know we have them so-called Christian, believe say we have a place on the ground. With a man, a red man, we don't treat it for pitchfork. When basically the man is ignorant because Jesus come, a lot of people going to basically go down there, just drop down the street, you see, this whole Greek mythology madness, you see, but really and truly, we are basically bring from the scriptures, you see, because we are approaching the time now when America, you see, we're going to get burned by Icbm missile fire, and that's going to basically bring that lake of fire. That's what them basically so-called Christians basically actually believe you. See, a place on the ground, where people are basically go. You see it? You can't give me an answer, brother.
The Lord will come with that zapper whopper.
Can ultimately Lord come with film burn a fire to catch people say that. In Isaiah 66 and 50. You can give me 2 Peter, brother. 2 Peter 3.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
That's what the scripture said. The day of the Lord is come as a thief in the night, yo. When let our people least expect it, yo. Just like what you left your home, for example, you go a road, you go do what you want to do. When you come back home, you see do a tear off or your window tear off, and your big flat screen TV gone, your laptop and all these things gone. You never expect it, yo. That's why the Lord will come back and catch a lot of people, because guess what? People now look for the prophecies and the signs that the Lord is supposed to look for, and look what will take place. You see me? Now, across the world, people busy doing all different type of wickedness. You
mean them security, man.
Go on. Because when they shall think of peace and safety, sudden destruction will come on them. So this is what the scripture says. The day of the Lord that comes a thief in the night. See, go on.
In the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
And the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. Talking about these Icbm missiles. They go fire from across the world. You see, we have this World War III talk right now across the world, Because, you look at things that happen with the American, Iranian general, they get basically they put to death. People across the world basically as people in World War III. You see, some make fun of it, and take it for a joke. A lot of people are not going back to their regular life, to business again. A lot of people are afraid too. Even out here in Jamaica, a lot of people are afraid. Kind of fire kind of cool down now. So everybody going back to their regular life and regular doings. You see, I don't really care again.
Back to the merchandise.
Back, exactly.
Basically, if the scripture explains this straight, man. Say these things are going to come, because in Matthew 24, the Lord, when the disciples they ask the Lord when they're going to be the end of this world, then basically tell them, say, you're going to hear of wars and rumors of wars, see? And basically, I'm going and say, but the end not come as yet, see? The end is not yet, because basically, hey, this is just for us. The beginning of sorrows, and I just hype up the mind of them people, yeah, see? Make them get the understanding, say, boy, it's there. The rhetoric for war is there. See? And take heed.
Continuing, it says, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Because all these Icbm missiles are basically worried they're going to hit America. To America now. A lake of fire. So all these tall skyscraper building, all these pretty places in America, all these pretty lakes, all of them are going to basically melt. With all this worried in land of America. Because you have certain specific place in the land of America where this worried are going to basically hit. You see, in America in that lake of fire. You see, go on, brother.
And the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
What?
The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
God, what manner of person ought to be in all holy conversation and godliness? See, what mind is supposed to in right now, we can see all these things taking place. You see, as I mentioned earlier, you see World War III thing pop up the big thing last week. That the people basically afraid, as I mentioned earlier, and by the take time go back to the regular doings. So, like when you see these things that we're supposed to do, turn back to the Heavenly Father. In Proverbs 27 and 12, I believe, say the wise man foreseeth the evil and hide himself. But the simple or the foolish pass on and are punished. That's going to happen to a lot of people. He said, no, going to get punished. There's some gruesome way too. That's how people, Because now I turn back to the Heavenly Father.
So how long is simple one is
Gone.
the deal of simplicity.
Gone.
Says, looking for and hastening.
These are the minds which are supposed to be in right now. Looking for and hastening. Go on.
Unto the coming of the day of Yahweh Shem Shai.
Unto the coming of Yahweh Shem Shai. That's what we're supposed to do right
Gone.
now. Right mind's supposed to be in there. Looking at yes. You see, if the Lord Yahweh Shai make an arrival, He's going to deliver us out of this nasty spoon place here.
Which is right, man.
That basically looking up better future and prosperity.
Prosperity in
In this time,
2020. Prosperous New Year. Them
God.
God.
The scripture in the second verse still says, get my people, get you ready for my battle.
For the battle.
God. So wherein the heavens being on fire
God.
shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
God.
It says,
Yeah, man, go on.
Malachi 4 verse 1.
One.
So for behold the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
Because we're approaching that day right now. When all these Icbm missiles are going to fire off, all these countries across the world, even NATO and all these EU countries going to fire Icbm missiles in America. You see, because go up to a Bible prophecy. People say, the beast shall hate the war. And who's the beast? NATO is the beast. 10 on the beast are basically
The 10 orange shall hit.
because the 10 on it are the European nations. And NATO are the beast. Are going to hate the war. And the war is America. And eat our flesh and burn out with fire. Talking about Icbm missile fire. So all these Icbm missiles, we see all these countries across the world of India, China, Pakistan, all these countries, all them going to fire in America. Turn America like a lake of fire. What?
Basically, you can see where that that prophecy is fulfilling right now, where all of these nations are being allies, coming together, man. You look at Russia and Germany coming together, making peace talks. Turkey and Libyan leaders meeting in Russia earlier today. So you know all of these nations have become allies, see? And that is not good for America. See?
Libyan leader with Russia today.
Yeah.
And what Super say, Libya, like Ezekiel 38 and 5 say, Russia going to be a god to Persia, Ethiopia and Libya. So we see all the prophecies basically are coming into full effect right now, right before our eyes. Go on.
See? He says, shall burn as an oven,
Go on.
and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
So all proud people basically live in America, all them going to get burned by Icbm missile fire. See, but say all that do wickedly shall be stubble. Second is us our 5 and 5, 15 and 5. Say wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
That is 15
And
and
the hurtful basically works are basically fulfill you because wickedness pollute the whole society, polluted by wickedness now.
Sin has gone up to heaven.
Can. See, because wickedness put us good thing, you see me, and righteousness put us bad thing right now in the society. You see, because of our rule. So Super say, read a point again, brother.
He says, all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Shall be stubble. They get burned. Now the Icbm missile fire, one.
And the day that cometh
And the day we are approaching right now, that cometh, one.
shall burn them up, saith the Lord
God.
of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Because all these roots gonna burn up. You see, with this Icbm missile fire hit America, all the roots are going to basically the earth are going to get burned. All the trees there.
I'm sure so the fire will be on the surface.
Gone.
Or under the earth, yo.
Gone.
You see me? Because the branch might get burned on the root if it's under the earth.
Things shall be
You see
dust,
me?
man.
It's going to be on the surface. And to intensify fire going big, even the root going burn out. Just like if you light on fire. You see me light on fire, one tree something, you burn down your tree. And Australia, a good example.
Gone.
They're burning everything. And the fire will come here worse than Australia.
Isaiah 9 and 19. Get the revelation. Yeah. Yeah, 1 9 and 5, then give me 9 and 5. 5
This is Isaiah 9 and verse 5. It says,
One.
for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood.
Going back to the ancient time, that's how basically people usually fight back then. In the ancient time, you see, you have two sides basically the army are charging with the battle cry. You see me, you know, them a slice and dice with them sword and them thing, you know, some fling them and javelin, you see me, and a spear, you know, and them, you know, see blood basically flash, see people get blood up on all these things, see, you know, slice and dice thing, one. You have the archers them, we fire them arrows, you know, raid down. What?
But this shall be.
But this war, this Third World War, destruction we're approaching right now, so what the scripture says, but this war, World War III, go on.
Being with burning
I'm
and
with,
fuel of fire.
I'm going to be with a burning and fuel of fire. You see, ICBM missile fire. Ultimately, Lord, your house I come with flame burn of fire. You see me? You can hold that to brother. Isaiah 66 and 15. Go on.
Verse 19.
Yeah.
It says, verse 19, it says, through the wrath of the Lord of hosts
Go on.
is the land darkened,
Go on.
and the people
And the people,
shall,
the people, go on.
and the people shall be as the fuel of the fire.
So the people going to be what? The fuel of the fire. So that these people will leave them country and I go to America, they're going to be what? The fuel for the fire. Even I'm out in Jamaica, a lot of people know, for them, you still get to America. So that's a Jamaica thing, you know. You see me? For them, they get to America, the promised land, because for them, promised land, when they get to America, everything good. But that's what the scripture says. The people are going to be what? The fuel for the fire.
And that's them basically being cast in the lakes of fire.
Can, exactly. You can lick a fire now, too. Can lick a fire and I get the one there. Yeah, lick a fire. Revelation 21. Yeah. The one
This
that
is,
fine.
I don't see the point, right?
Yeah.
This is Revelation 21 verse 8.
One,
It's about the fearful and unbelieving.
God, fearful and unbelieving. One,
No, the fearful.
fearful.
It's about the fearful
One,
and unbelieving and the abominable
and the abominable
and the murderers
and the murderers. One,
and warmongers
and who are mongers.
and sorcerers
All who are basically running witchcraft.
Gone.
You know, one,
and
Christians too.
all the Christians and too. Lot of them.
Because them are warmongers. Christians are warmongers, man. Because them gonna war in our father other gods. See?
And who basically womonger basically go up to sell words. Speaks to go up to sell kind of sell. No? Monger basically sell word.
So it's and idolaters
And idolaters, go on.
right, and liars
And liars, like so-called white man, the biggest lie on the planet. People say the wicked are straight from the womb. As soon as they've been born, speaking lies. So all the so-called white people live in America. It's a this of the judgment. Go on.
and liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth
Right.
with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
God, which is the second death. So talking about the ICBM missile fire, not no place under the glove. Like what them so-called Christian basically believe you.
And the first death was a flood.
Gone.
Flood.
So you know this time around,
Yeah.
a lot of use fire to
God.
purge the earth. You know?
Yeah. Tell me what you want to know.
This is Isaiah 66 verse 15.
Go on.
Say, for behold, the Lord will come with fire.
Because what the scripture says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire. Go on. Because according to the scripture, in Isaiah 13 and 5, this was say, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapon of his indignation, talking about the ICBM missile. So the same time when the ICBM missile in fire off, is in the land of America, the same time the Lord, the house shine, if one of people ignorant because Jesus is going to make him a rival. Go on.
So for behold, the Lord will come with fire,
Go on.
and with his chariots
And with
like
his-
a whirlwind,
And with his chariots like a whirlwind, so-called white man call him UFO. Go on.
to render his anger
To render
with
his
fury,
anger with fury. So the Lord come back with great anger, yo. Go on.
and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Go on.
For by fire and by sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Go on. So by fire and by his sword, the Lord will plead with all flesh because a lot of people going to get, like our Pastor Gavar said, the whopper zapper. You see, Scripture said in Jeremiah 25 and 33, said the slain of the Lord will be in that day from one end of the earth even to the other end. So a lot of people going to get put to death by these chariots. See, what?
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
And the slain of the Lord are going to be many. So a lot of people are going to get put to death, yo. Contrary to what the so-called Christian believe. So what the scripture says, the Lord make a rival. Slain of the Lord will be many.
And I show you again, say that the lake of fire did basically the ICBMs.
God.
Is because according to Christian dogma or belief, the lake of fire under the earth,
God.
they will get burned for ever and ever and
God.
ever. But the scripture say must slay them, so when they get cast under the fire, they must die.
God.
That's it, yo.
And you know, look, 2/3 of our people, man, are, you know, they don't really look up things because they don't know what an ICBM missile can do, man.
Right.
You know, that's the reason why some of them, a lot of memes and a lot of foolishness them put up on the social media avenue. See, they don't know what a nuclear missile can do.
Hey, and
But if they know what is a nuclear missile.
and basically, hey, that lake of fire way under the earth, where them claim to say under the earth, that fire is gonna come up, man, on top of the earth too, because you have a place like Yellowstone Park in America. when those ICBM missile hit America, all that volcanic eruption is gonna come up, man. See? And gonna burn and I'm gonna burn the land also. See?
This is Isaiah 34 verse 4. It said, and all the hosts of heaven It said, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the elements shall be rolled together as a scroll.
Talking about the mushroom cloud where basically come up after the war with them hit. So they come to the earth atmosphere and hit in America, certain specific place in America. See, go on.
And all their hosts shall fall down as a leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
That's how the war them on the radar, go on.
For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
That's how the scripture says, Lord, for our feet with sword. Talking about the ICBM missiles, them about bathed in heaven, go on.
Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and Idumea is a Greek way of saying Edom. And who are the Edomites today? Listen me, you so-called white people. Listen me, the true people called Edomites. So it's supposed to say, Lord, sword are coming and basically all you Edomites who live in America. And also in the land of Israel. You see, because all land basically get purged before we go back in there and go live.
Yes, and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Upon the people of the Lord's curse to judgment. Talking about you so-called white people.
This is Zechariah 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet.
Just like the movie, for example, Judgment Day, Terminator 2. You see, with Sarah Connor, who on the fence, and her flesh are burned off of basically her bone. You see, it's a perfect example basically I'm used. So what the scripture says will happen to people in this ICBM missile war in America. Yo. You see, their flesh shall consume away while you stand up on your foot. What?
And their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
So your eye got to burn out the head, your tongue got to burn out the head. Yo. That's a punishment that Heavenly Father have. You see, that's how you are wicked ass people live in this society. You see, we hate the ways of the Heavenly Father. It's like judgment are written. See.
Isaiah 51 verse 11. Make bright the horrors, gather the shields. The Lord had raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes.
Talking about the Russians, and they are basically modern Medes today. Lord, I don't want to raise up the spirit of the kings of the Medes.
King's heart is in the hands of the Lord, man.
For his device is against Babylon.
For Russians' device is against Babylon, which is America.
To destroy it.
To destroy it.
Because it is the vengeance of the Lord.
Because it is what? The vengeance of the Lord. Because the Lord don't want to use the Russians along with these European nations. You see me? China and all this country is basically destroy the land of America. The Lord basically do that, yo. What?
The vengeance of his temple.
The vengeance of his temple. Scripture said the Lord of hosts muster the hosts of the battle. So Heavenly Father want to basically bring this destruction to this wicked society. Because the society needs a purge right now. The level of wickedness reach right now in the society. The society needs a purge.
I have a scripture right where say, was the Lord angry with the trees?
With the seas,
the rivers. You know, show you hey, when these ICBMs drop, man, a lot of these rivers going to be dried up. You know? A lot of these rivers going to be dried up, man.
Which is right, man.
I say, oh, it have left the space like a desert. You know, rivers in the desert. You know? See? Hey, the ICBM missiles are going to burn, utterly, you know, destroy America, man.
So Isaiah 13 verse 17 it says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them which shall not regard silver, and as for gold they shall not delight in it.
Talking about America, yo. So a lot of want to stir up the Russians against America right now. So they get them back to them old way. You know, to the Soviet Union way, yo. See, get all this country ready. See, to come against America.
It says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces.
Talking about the ICBM missiles, them, I got dash the young men to pieces. You see, when they all is worried, we're not on America. Go on.
And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
Go on, say if pregnant woman I get burned. See, this ICBM missile fire.
Their eye shall not spare children.
Go on.
And Babylon, the glory of kingdom, the beauty of the Chaldees, the excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
It's like us get burned.
fire, man.
God, so the Lord going to burn America. You see me? With the Icbm missile fire. Purge that land, you. See what I say? Smoke I go for? Generation to generation.
Gone. It says, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation,
God.
neither shall the Arabian pitch tent
God.
there, neither shall the shepherds make their foes there.
God.
See?
And about now, back there, as I said.
Which is right, man.
Habakkuk 3 verse 8. Was the Lord displeased against the rivers?
Because Lord come up with great wrath, you. You see, Lord, the house shall come up with great wrath. People say, even man, the pierce him, shall see him, you.
God.
I was scripture in Isaiah 42 and 40. Say, Lord, bring out him, good. Think of Isaiah 42 and 14. Say, Lord, I'm going to roar. Lord, the house shine. Yeah, man. See the hunger. Yeah, Lord, the house shine. I come back with you.
Long time holding my peace.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is Isaiah 42 and verse 14. It says,
One.
I have long time holding my peace.
One.
I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a traveling,
Like a
travailing woman.
Go on, say last time I cry like a travailing woman, go on.
It says, I will destroy and devour at once.
Go on.
It says, I will make waste mountains
Son.
and hills,
Governments. Go on.
and dry up all their herbs.
Go on.
And I will make the rivers islands, and I will dry up the pools.
Go on. So now I come up with great to act to destroy. See me, the so-called white man wicked society. Finished off here with the charts. You know? Go on. Yeah, man.
He said, was the Lord displeased against the rivers?
Go on.
Was thine anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea?
Go on.
That thou didst ride upon thine horses
Go on.
and thy chariots of salvation?
Go on.
Because as the brother say, even the rivers them,
Yeah.
won't get destroyed. So it's like
right,
the prophet asked you, big so that the river them too. Everything in America get shelled.
Go on.
Everything.
Yeah. So with that, I say I praise this and honor to your how about Shania Shai about Shemaka Kodash. And Dublin and State pastors and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all our brothers and out there push this through, come to push this through. Because pretty soon you're going to leave this wicked society. Shalom.